And we're here on the south side of Chicago, in the hood. They will call this the hood.
Yes.
Now, if you were Barack Obama or if you were the mayor of Chicago, Richard Daley, how would you make the conditions of the regular class, if you will, not the higher income African Americans, but the regular class African Americans, how would you make life better on the south and the west side of Chicago where we primarily live?
A lot of education. Accessible. Free. Because, you know, yeah, there's a price on education nowadays, but sometimes you can't get to it because of the price.
But you'd agree it's parenting. Come on, Sharice,
yes, it's parenting.
It's parenting. You go to the library and the schools are free.
Everyone who has life experience, you have some kind of knowledge of how life is ran. And through your life experience, you have experienced the true nature of man, true nature of yourself, true nature of your history. And you can teach your children, you can cultivate them by the things that you have learned, by the things that you have seen, by taking them by the hand and showing them, say, this is how it is, this is what it's called, this is the right way to say it, this is the correct way to approach it. You know, instead of them picking up the negativeness in the street, because the street is going to be just what it is.
Let's briefly talk about relationships here in the African American community, across in all communities. The divorce rate is very high, and I don't recommend marriage. Have you been married?
Yes, I have.
Would you recommend marriage?
It depends on the person.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because what do you tell your daughters, nieces and nephews, other young ladies, young men about the importance or the non-importance of marriage? How do you approach relationships in this modern era?
Well, I say, you know what? As far as marriage is concerned, everyone should try at least one time, at least once.
Well, what makes it successful? Have you ever had a successful relationship?
No.
And what is it then? What is a successful?
That's a very good question. But you can answer. Let me know.
When I'm trying to get back, let me be honest. Do you think that being biracial has really affected your relationships? I mean, it's multiracial, if you will, affected your relationships.
On some levels, yeah. Because there's always going to be that slight division there, because of the color of my skin, because of my background, because of how I was raised. My grandmother and my grandfather, they were always at odds. My grandfather used to say he didn't like anything that was lighter than him. And, you know, it was kind of rough. It was really. So
you would date men of all different cultures and backgrounds and creeds and colors.
Oh yeah.
You don't limit yourself just to black.
I love them all.
Would you tell these young, even the sisters who have trouble finding a man, should they date outside of their African American culture and race?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, because, you know, just like you find the bad and the good African American race, you find the bad and the good in all the other races too. You know, it all depends on what you want to open yourself to. The education of learning about another culture. You know, it's the willingness of willing to open yourself, open your mind, being open-minded, should I say, and trying to make things happen. My final statement, I would say trust God and trust your instincts. You know, there's going to always be a distinction amongst the races. Don't limit yourself. Learn to be more tolerant and be more open and willing to learn. Ask questions. If you don't know, ask. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.